Hi friends, welcome to Hemant YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn the concept of a mutual fund. Today we are going to learn what is the meaning of mutual fund, what is the history of mutual fund, features of mutual fund, advantages of mutual fund, disadvantages of mutual fund. First of all, let us see the purpose of mutual fund. Suppose you are an investor who does not know financial terms and how to trade in the stock market, and you are suddenly going to depression because you are not getting a return and your money is totally lost because you do not have knowledge, and you decided that you cannot acquire the knowledge and cannot trade in the stock market. Then you decided to appoint some person to trade on behalf of you. So the mutual fund does this job, that is nothing but trade uh, trade in the stock market on behalf of you. Yes, many lakhs of people invest in mutual fund, and in return mutual fund invest in stock market, and the what amount it gets, it gives to it unit holders. So the primary purpose of mutual fund is many people do not know the how knowledge of expertise or do not how to time to trade in stock market. So it they choose the mutual fund. Second, lack of funds. Suppose I want to buy a MRF company share. I have only 1000 rupees in my pocket, whereas MRF share is 80,000. How can I buy? Simply, mutual fund. In investing the mutual fund, where that mutual fund invest in MRF. Suppose many mutual fund invest in different types. Suppose ICICI direct plan, they invest in Sensex 100 like that. So you invest in mutual fund where that mutual fund is invested in MRF. So mutual fund pool the resources and invest in stake of the some stock. So these are the primary purposes of mutual fund. First of all, let us see the meaning of mutual fund. Mutual fund. Suppose if you are an investor and you are investing in the market, there will be two-person, one stock market, second you. But you do not have knowledge or expertise. So choose some other person to invest in mutual fund. So he become intermediary between you and the stock market. This is nothing but mutual fund. Mutual fund pool the resources from the investor and invest in the stock market, and whatever the return it get from the stock market, distribute it to unit holder. So this is the meaning of mutual funds. Sidely, you can see ICICI Prudential Technology Direct Plan. They invest in technology. So they are from if you invest in 3 years, you get 43% return. So this is meaning of mutual fund. So first of all, features of mutual fund. First, features is nothing but what does mutual fund do? What does mutual fund has? First of all, it has to pool the resources to invest in the stock market. So it pools the resources. Next, it should have professional management. The management should be expertise in the stock market financially. So they have to be literally do investing so that they get maximum return. So they need professional management. Third, ownership, not lending. What is difference between ownership and lending? First of all, if it in case of lending, the mutual fund, uh, lending means giving some amount to certain person to give certain amount at certain date. Here it is not the process of lending, because if we get the losses, owner will bear, not the lender. So here when a mutual fund get losses, they are paid by unit holder, not by mutual fund. So we see in advertisement they are risky also. So they are ownership, not lending. Owning a unit, not the asset. Suppose a unit is nothing but like share. If in a company we have a share, in a mutual fund we have unit. So owning a unit, not an asset. Next, net asset value. We are going to discuss later. Taxation. In order to encourage mutual fund, government has introduced many schemes in mutual fund for tax saving under section 1,50,000. History in mutual fund. History in mutual fund. First of all, mutual fund started in India in 1964, and the period was 1964 to 1987. There is only one mutual fund in India, that is UTI, Unit Trust of India, and UTI is a monopoly during that period. It has started as a first one program, and it has ended with many programs like unit linked ULIP, new open scheme, ended schemes. So after 1987, many public sector banks like SBI, Canara Bank, and many banks have started as mutual fund. SBI mutual fund, Ken Bank mutual fund, and 1987 to 1993, this was happened. Suddenly in 1993, foreign mutual fund has came, private mutual fund has emerged. So in 1993 to 1996, SEBI has uh, uh, SEBI has ruled somewhat mutual fund how to do, and after 1996, SEBI has brought a new law, new regulation for a mutual fund, because in many places there will be higher chances to misutilize the investors fund. So SEBI came with a new regulation from 1996. What are the advantages in investing mutual fund? First, professional management. Professional management means they have capability to bring the return, and they have the capability of financial reading, and they have capability of integrity, etc. So we can believe on them and invest. Second, low cost, high value portfolio diversification. Suppose when you invest in a mutual fund, suppose you invested 1,000 rupees. That mutual fund takes from many number of people and invest in wide variety of stocks. For example, if we see ICICI Technology Direct Plan, they invest in Infosys, L&T, Wipro, uh, Tech Mahindra, etc. With your 1,000, they are going to deposit in many stocks. So diversification will be diversified. Stock will be diversification of risk. Risk will be diversified as a stock will be diversified. Liquidity. Yes, mutual funds are liquid. For example, if you want to sell the mutual fund, you can sell at any time during the market timings, and you will get the funds after 2 to 3 days. When we compare it with the building, suppose if we want to sell the building, many days we have to wait. So liquidity is an option. Next, tax benefit. There are wide variety of tax benefits in mutual funds. Government has introduced uh, taxation under ATC, deduction of 1,50,000 if we invest in mutual funds. Good return. Yes, return when we compare with fixed deposit of bank or any other sources, mutual fund is somewhat comparatively better than them. Next, transparency. Yes, there will be higher transparency when it comes to mutual fund. In every day, you can see what is the net asset value, how much you get, and what is the return. So higher transparency will be there. Disadvantages. Investor has to depend on other knowledge. Naturally, human don't want to depend on others. So if we suppose in mutual fund we depend on professional management, so it may be that professional management may go to unethical practices. Second, mutual fund incur various expenses. Yes, various expenses incur because they have to appoint professional manager, which is highly costly. They have to do daily operations. Operating expenses will be, so mutual fund incur various expense, and that expense should be borne by the unit holder. Sometimes small investors suffer on account of actions of large investors. Suppose uh, in a mutual fund, ex mutual fund, a big company like Tata invested in invested 10 crores, and on a particular day Tata has said I will redeem my 10 crores, so you sell and bring money. On that day, due to that mutual fund will sell in the market and give money to Tata Sons. On that day, small investor get a loss, because on the day market may be high or low. If Tata has asked when market was low, then that stock will be sold at loss, and that loss shall be bared by small investor. No guarantee on return. Yes, there are many mutual fund where return is zero, so there is no guarantee on return. Fifth, unethical practices. Suppose you have invested in mutual fund, and that professional management has tied up with the X company that I will invest 10 crores, whether you give profit or not, whether you give return or not, I will invest. So like this, many unethical practices has happened till now. So SEBI has come with a new regulation, and these are going less day by day. And thank you.